Hello everyone, my name is Hannah Benton and I'm a senior at the University of Central Florida studying writing and rhetoric. I'm delighted to share my honors undergraduate thesis with you all. My research is within fan studies, or the discipline of studying media fans. Fan studies scholars have divided fans into two categories, affirmative and transformative. Affirmative fans often agree with the source material and expand upon it without challenging it. Transformative fans often critique or challenge the source material, often changing the source material into something new. For my research, I wanted to see what aspects of disability are fans affirming and transforming from the source material when creating fan fiction. Fan fiction is a work of fiction written by a fan that uses elements from an already existing form of media to create their own stories. So, with the affirmative and transformative fan reactions in mind, here were my research questions. When a disabled identity is explored in the source material, do the fans respect it, or do they choose to alter it? What about an able-bodied identity? What facets of identity are the ones that receive alteration as opposed to approval? To answer these questions, I sorted through 2,000 fan fictions on a fanfiction archival website called Archive of Our Own. Archive of Our Own uses a comprehensive tagging system to summarize what occurs in a fanfiction so that readers can decide whether or not to read a fanfiction very fast. I use this tagging system to analyze all 2,000 fanfictions by seeing what aspects of the disabling experience each fanfiction was discussing. I looked at both DC and Marvel fanfictions so that I could compare my analyses across two different mass media outlets to see if one group of fans favored a part of the disabling experience more than the other. After sorting through these fanfictions, I found that DC fanfictions discuss disabling events far more frequently than Marvel fanfictions. They also used a lot more fan-made labels. This means that DC fans will take an already able-bodied character from the source material and write that character going through a traumatizing event in order to disable them. They will then give that character a disability that they do not have in the source material. What this means is that since DC lacks responsible disability representation, DC fans will write fan fiction in order to compensate for what DC lacks. For Marvel, I found that Marvel fanfictions discuss recovery far more frequently than DC fanfictions. They also used a lot more established disability labels. This means that Marvel fans will take an already disabled character from the source material and depict that character navigating life with that disability. Basically, when a character is disabled in the source material, the fans maintain that disability and do not change it. What this means is that since Marvel has a lot of responsible and diverse disability representation, Marvel fans are pretty satisfied and don't feel compelled to change anything from the source material. So, in conclusion, when a disabled identity is depicted in the source material, fans will respect it and keep it the same. It is only when disability is absent will fans transform able-bodied characters in order to create proper disability representation. The goal of my research is to exemplify how researchers can use fanfiction as a viable avenue to critique mass media. Additionally, I hope to show how media outlets can use fanfiction to critique their own work. Hopefully, with these three things in combination, fans will be heard, and media outlets will aim to create representation that more closely aligns with the lived experience of disabled fans. If you'd like to read more about my research, it will be published through the University of Central Florida in the STARS archive in May. Thank you, and I look forward to discussing more about my research with you all at SEAS.